Good morning. I would like to talk about Elon Musk and his robots. Um, and there's a video of him showing off his robots and, you know, someone interviewing the robots. Well, the interviewee was a robot because they want you to believe that the robots look like that when the robots are on your evening news. They are walking among us. Um, because they've been perfecting these people for a long time. Because when you think about these families like, um, you know, the Windsors, um, you know, Rothschilds, Turner, all these families have very, very large families. And all they need is slave labor. People to cut the grass, pick their crops, do menial things. So, they want to get rid of the real humans because they don't like people who are free thinkers and, don't want to be slaves. You have people out here talking about slaves when, in fact, the first slaves in the world were slaves of a black king, the richest man that ever walked the earth. So, um, you know, white people didn't just have slaves. There's a lot of different cultures who have always had slaves. Um, but here's the thing with these families of the elite, these 13 bloodline that have, enough people to basically populate the world, um, is nothing ever happens to their properties. So when they're sending in these storms like we saw in Florida, and clearly you can tell from the footage that it was a bomb that was dropped. It was not, um, a hurricane. Of course, they can put anything on your local news and make it look like it was. Um, but you've got these giant 50,000 square foot homes down there that nothing happened to. And then, of course, you get the people that are coming on saying, oh my God, my Lamborghini got destroyed. Well, you had time to get out of there, basically, and you chose to leave your Lamborghini. So now the rest of us are, going to have the insurance jacked because um, you chose to build on sand. So these people are trying to get rid of the human race to repopulate it with these robots. And people are allowing it right in front of them. Nobody's standing up against these um, people that have invaded our lives. Just like what the Supreme Court judges are basically a bunch of transgendered people. You got people running the military, transgendered. They don't have our best interest at heart. Have an agenda for, you know, taking children to strip shows. I mean, it's absolutely unbelievable what is going on right in front of people's noses. And uh, we can all sit around and complain about history being stolen, but really, what about your future? I mean, if everybody's going to continue to live in the past of what they've done, which is a lot, you know, stole land, stole inheritance, stole history, um, we're never going to get anywhere. I mean, we're here now. I mean, all the stories that our forefathers told us, most of them were indoctrinated in them. They didn't know they were lying to us because that's what they were told. And you got to remember, these military people sign confidentiality clauses. So, you know, till someone stands up and really wants to be honest, um, we're not going to get anywhere. You know, marching and protesting and all this shit has never worked, never will. Um, but there's so much going on in the world. And I'm just curious as to whether or not these people that own these really large houses, especially in Boca Raton, um, and oh, that other real elite area down in Florida, if they actually pay to keep the weather off of them, because, you know, what do they say? He who controls the weather controls the world. Well, they've been in control of the weather for a long time. And until we have a, um, group of people that decide to go in and attack them at their command post, well, ain't nothing getting done. So I don't know why people are still out here complaining because, it starts in your local government. It starts with your local leaders, and every one of them is corrupt. Hell, just the other day I was driving by and saw a church, a red brick church, and they painted it black. The parking lot was full. Does that like scream, come on in and get close to God? I think not. I think not. But anyway, whatever. As I say in all of my videos, people have lost their full minds. And it's evident every single day. All right, have a good day.